All right, hello, ARIA staff again. I just sent you out a video the other day about the best procedures, but we also know that some of you may have not have really heard our conversation about what to do in case you have a child or a student in your classroom who may be telling you things about abuse and neglect, possible abuse and neglect at home. So KK and I just wanted to touch base with you real quick and let you know what to do if you hear things or if you see a bruise or a weird, really big scratch or other kinds of injuries and things that you're not so sure about. So KK is going to tell you a little bit about what to do if you hear or see those kinds of things.
Okay, a couple of really important things to remember. Number one, it is not our job, including Suzanne and I, to investigate. It is our job to report the facts. Those are very delicate things, and we absolutely could skew an investigation, and we don't want to do that because our job is to protect children. If anything sounds funny to you, you're just not sure, that's why we're here and why Brittany is here too, to let us take a look into things and decide. And I always tell people, I'd rather have you tell us 100 times throughout the school year and let's be wrong every single time, but we still checked it out, because the one time we don't check, something could be wrong. Another thing is, I know Suzanne always really promotes this, please don't wait to report it. Bruises change, scratches, things heal quickly, they're in the different phases of healing. That could really interfere with an investigation as well. We want to get on those things and report them as quickly as possible. Remember, we are, all of us, mandated reporters. However, the protocol in the school district typically is that you'll report it to either Suzanne, Brittany, or myself, depending which part of the building you're in or which building you're in, and then we'll handle it from there, and we will always make sure that our administration is aware, and then we ourselves or administration will make the calls to DFS or law enforcement. Please do not make those calls yourself. Part of that is you have plenty to do, and also you do not want to end up in court. It can be very nasty. It's not a fun thing to do. Let us be the ones to handle that, to try to keep you out of that process if possible. Just report the facts to us and let us know. Many of you know that a child will say, oh, I fell off my bed and this and this and this happened, and you can kind of tell they're telling the truth. If a kid is acting funny, doesn't want to talk about it, has changed their story, is telling other students different things, we start to feel a little suspicious. So just let us report that and report it to us and let us know. Also, you can text any one of us, email us. If you cannot find us or an administrator, please let the office let one of our office people know right away. They can find us. They can let us know if we're happen to be out sick. They can pass it on to the administrator or another counselor. Suzanne can always come to my building, Brittany, or vice versa if one of us happens to be gone. Mm-hmm. So anything, and especially with COVID and the kids being isolated for this long, we don't know what's happened to some of these at-risk families and these kiddos, if they've been left unsupervised a lot, if they have had food in their home, parents have been stressed financially, jobs, things like that. We don't know about what kind of abuse or neglect has taken place. And also, there are red flags with certain kinds of abuse, but we certainly don't want to make that assumption. We just want to have a chance to look into it. For instance, if a child is touching themselves, if they're having accidents at school, sometimes we naturally assume, oh, they're probably being abused. It is a possibility, but we always want to check things off our list first. So please let us handle that. That's what we're here for, is to help you.
Too, not just with abuse, but even neglect. Like if a kiddo keeps coming to you every day saying they never had breakfast, or even things like we've had kids with dental issues that aren't getting taken care of. So if you see a pattern or consistent, students talking about not eating at home or not being able to eat dinner or having medical issues that you feel like aren't being taken care of, all those things too, you can let us know and we'll look into that too.
Absolutely. Or if they're wearing the same clothing all the time, their shoes aren't appropriate for the weather, their coat, they seem sick more often than not, their clothing doesn't fit properly, it's dirty, their bodies are dirty, they're not bathing properly, their hygiene is lacking. Any of those things can also be a red flag. So please just know that we're here to help you with those kinds of things.
Let us know. Like KK said, if in doubt, just let us know and we'll look into it and call make the appropriate referrals that we need to make. Absolutely. So holler if you need anything.
Yeah, let us know if you have any questions, Brittany, Suzanne, or myself. Thanks so much. Just some important info.